What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We just got an official release about 12 hours ago last night from the official SHIB token Twitter page. It is a community voice proposal on Bone Farms. We're going to learn more about that in this video, exactly what it means. They also hint at the Shibarium discussion that we've been having for quite some time. Many people thought it would be around this time based on previous information that we had that Shibarium would come to fruition. However, the crypto market has spiraled out of control. So perhaps the SHIB team, perhaps they're taking their time in rolling this out a little bit. I get a little bit of a kind of a message, reading between the lines here that Shibarium could be a little ways away still. But I want to know what you think after we read through this together. And so let's jump in. Let's not waste any more time. Go ahead and hit the like button. I know you're going to like what I have for you. Whenever we have an official release from SHIB token, it's a big deal. So community voice proposal, Bone Farms, learn more. This is blog.shibaswap.com. Of course, one of the best sources of information coming straight from the dev team. So real quick here at the top, I'll just consolidate this for you so we don't have to read through it. But they're basically paying homage here to Ryoshi for coming up with SHIB, for developing the vision for SHIB. It's been about 1 year since the last Medium, was written by Ryoshi and released to the public. So he talked about, the core of the vision or the core of the ecosystem, SHIB, Leash, and Bone, and Treat all perform their utility while she slowly but surely becomes the immutable globalized exchange of value. So talking a little bit more about Shibarium here, right? Because this is how all of these things come together as one. So they say here, we've seen an increased amount of claims expressing its release to be imminent, rumored, or around the corner. I've been talking about, this month being a month to watch, of course, around this time of year. Some people may be giving like specific dates or information. I know we don't have that. But, based on previous information that we had, we thought around mid-year, right, 2022, that we would have some information regarding Shibarium. It says, while we continue to achieve goals through its development, we really want to emphasize the importance of doing research and verifying the source of information before following any claims or relatable content on this very topic. This is super important because SHIB has gotten so huge, because the community is so wide and so vast. Many people are trying to take advantage of others on social media. I see a different Shiba Inu scam almost every day on Twitter, and I try to call them out as much as we can. In our private community, we have an entire channel dedicated to reporting scams, and there's always something happening in this department, especially as we get closer to Shibarium actually dropping. So be careful of that leading up to its release, okay? So Shibarium, of course, is the layer 2 solution being developed by X Fund and Shiba Inu developers, in which all current native internal projects, platforms, and external resources will coexist and build toward even being more decentralized, right? So Bone Farms, this is where it gets interesting, and we're going to have an option here to vote, right, on a particular aspect of the future of the ecosystem. So Bone is going to be the governance token for the SHIB ecosystem. Major player in rewards / farming as well. It's been selected as the transactional conduit and cost necessary to perform an action on the Shibarium network. In essence, what they're saying here is Bone is the gas for the Shibarium protocol, right? So it says we value community and their voices when it comes to the ecosystem and the future of SHIB's platforms. A DAO proposal will be presented for this crucial community-oriented decision as well. We have several ideas on how to affect the ecosystem in a very positive way, utilizing a token as the gas token for Shibarium protocol. Ultimately, the community will select which choices serve the future of the projects best. One of the biggest benefits right now is farming and passive returns, in that come in by means of woofable Bone while using the Shiba Swap platform. We've had that for a while, right? So if we scroll on down here, we can see here that Currently, validators get rewarded in bone for their work, but there are requirements that need to be met in order to have fulfilled the role of becoming a validator. Those requirements will be revealed when the moment comes, which is shibarium, right? It's also important to note that above all else, amounts of bone earned by actioning such role as a validator will depend on the initial amount of tokens you decide to stake. Delegators, on the other hand, will be holders who cannot or do not want to run a validator as a node themselves. Instead, they would secure the protocol by delegating their stake to validator nodes and play a critical role in the system as they are responsible for choosing validators. So, if we look at this, in order to develop shibarium and reserve bone for validator roles and sequences, we are requiring to safeguard a total amount of 20 million bone. The bone immediately would have to be allocated for the behavior of validators alongside rewards for maintaining the shibarium network operational. Now, hang in there. We're going to get to what we actually vote on here in a second. So what the community will be voting on, this is important. Option A, stop bone farms when they reach 230 million minted bones to save the remaining 20 million for validators, or over minting 20 million bone more, increasing the total cap from 250 million to 270 million to distribute them over the future. All votes made via the doggy DAO process can only be made with T-Bone, which is the staked form of bone. That is the importance of the governance token. It allows you to have a voice. It says we completely understand and value the amazing support for Shiba Inu as a decentralized community. So this was the tweet that it went out, and many people are talking about it here in the comment section. And, people are saying, here's Cash Smart LLC says, I plan to vote for option A, but I'm curious to know what you think the best option is since you are the lead developer. You know Shibarium better than we do. Do you think we need more tokens? I don't want the blockchain to have any issues here. Gossip says 100%. Gossip.eth likes that they asked Shaitoshi here. Let's see what other people are having to say. We will be, this one says, bad idea to increase to 270 million. It's a bad sign. Takes away the seriousness of the project since every time it is needed, we could raise a little more of the total bone. So many people have opinions on this. Kevin says he'll be voting to stop minting at 230 mil, right? But what do you think about all of this down below as the discussion around Shibarium heats up a little bit? We don't have an exact timeline or date, right? We had this targeted because of previous information, but of course, things change, things evolve, and we'll have to wait from the official sources when we can expect to see Shibarium here in 2022. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Enjoy the time spent with family and friends. It's never time wasted, folks. Step away from the computer a little bit. Step away from crypto. Enjoy life. Don't forget to enjoy the journey. We're all on a beautiful ride, though, to the top. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.